to my channel. I'm so very happy to have you guys here as always. If you're new here, you're very much welcome. My name is Chloe, and you're welcome to my channel. Here I do mostly sit down videos, okay, and also you might also see DIY or most vlogs and all that, okay, based on, okay, as it's really lit. So but today I'm going to be doing a kind of how I found out that I am pregnant. Okay, yes, I am pregnant with PCOS, and I want to share with you guys how I found out in case you might have passed through or experienced this kind of thing before. I will also want to know in the comment section. All my channel subscribers, you are so welcome. Okay, I'm glad you're here today, guys. Like I said, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the experience I had with this particular pregnancy. This is my our third pregnancy, okay? And when all these things started, we were not like planning. We were not planning to, take into conceiving in any way, okay? We were just relaxed, but we weren't on any preventive at all, prevention at all. We're not preventing in any way. So, but we were just relaxed. So, like I said, I have PCOS. What is PCOS? PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome. When there is cyst in your ovaries, and it might cause a lot of syndromes, a lot of symptoms in your body, like you having issues with your menses and all that. So, at the time last year, I started feeling a little bit different. My health, everything. I was having serious headache that continuously was there. I was like, what's happening? So I decided that no. What's going on? Let me go and check or even take something. I went ahead and took drugs, okay? Don't judge me, please. I took drugs for malaria because the headache was so severe. So I took drugs thinking that maybe, but it didn't stop. I said maybe it's stress. I was just managing my system thinking it's stress since I've treated malaria and nothing happened to me. It didn't stop. I said maybe it's stress. So I continued like that for a month, and I didn't see my period the next time I'm supposed to see it. And remember, I have PCOS, so I have this, my period is not always regular, okay? So I didn't bother so much because since it's not always regular, I have to expect it at any time. So but after so many times, like a month and 1 week, nothing happened. I decided that who knows, but but I don't know. So I decided that let me go ahead and get a strip and do a test. I did that, but nothing happened. I did the test early morning with my early morning urine, but it came out negative. So I was like, what could be the issue? So I moved on, okay? I moved on. I didn't bother to buy more and more of that. So after a month and 2 weeks, still nothing happened. In fact, the headache was still there and a lot of other symptoms, which I'm going to be making a different video about my symptoms in this particular different pregnancy, because all my experience were different, okay? When you hear that the pregnancies are different with their different symptoms, then it's true. It's absolutely very true. So this particular one was with a different symptom. I was like, what exactly is going on with my system? But inside me, the way I was feeling, I thought maybe I am pregnant. But my test continues telling me negative. At this time, 1 month and 2 weeks, I was still doing my test, but nothing came out of it. It was still coming out negative. So after 3 weeks, 1 month and 3 weeks, this is getting to 2 months, I became worried. I was like, who knows? I think I have hepatitis. I think I have high malaria. I think I have typhoid, because these are the things that we always have around here in Nigeria. Okay, so when you are sick, the next thing that will come into your mind is malaria. So, but my husband was the very person that was always telling me, "Are you sure you are not in?" I'm like, seriously, are you not seeing the amount of tests I have wasted and nothing came out? You're still talking about taking in or being pregnant. So after so many time, like this is getting to 2 months, 2 good months, I decided to buy pregnancy test. Okay, that particular week that I clocked 2 months without seeing my period, I bought enough pregnancy strips. I will show you. That very day I bought them, I snapped it. Okay, so I'll show you the picture around here. I will just paste it somewhere. So I started doing this thing every day, like I do in the morning, early morning urine, and I do again in the night. I did all these tests and none of them came out positive. I'm telling you, none of them came out with even a slight of second line. I was so scared. I said, what's going on? So I did this test for 5 good days. For 5 days consecutively without giving myself space, and none of them came out positive. I felt like nothing is going on, okay? Nothing is going on. And this time around, when I was doing the test, my husband was also aware. So it was like maybe it's all this PCOS issue. I was like, okay, I need to go ahead and get myself drugs that will help my system, okay, that will promote my system, because the only time I felt this way is when I stopped breastfeeding. Was when I stopped breastfeeding. That was when I always stayed for months before I was starting my period. So, but this one is different from what I normally used to experience. So after some time, 2 months plus a week, 2 weeks after, like 2 months and 2 weeks, 2 months and 2 weeks, I went ahead and bought another set of PT strip, new ones. And as at this time, I was depressed, I was obsessed, I was so buying this thing every now and then. So I bought this particular set of PT strip. Thank God I was buying the cheap ones, okay? I was just buying the cheap ones. I'll still paste the kind of strip that I bought or the few ones that I have, because like when I do this test and I found out that nothing happened, I threw them away. I don't reserve or store them because they're of no use. But the recent ones, I think I still have them, and I will get them, snap them, and paste around so you see what I'm talking about. Negative, negative, negative. 2 months and 2 weeks, nothing is still going on. Negative. I was like, seriously, what is going on? I was bothered. I was stressed out. I decided that okay, I'm going to see my doctor. That was the next plan I had. But before that, I want to go and do a kind of all up. Okay, I want to go and do a proper checkup. I want to test for malaria, test for hepatitis, test for typhoid, test for culture, like to know if I am if I have infection, just through every damn thing. So that was the third week. That's 2 months and 3 weeks. So I was like, okay, I was just preparing myself to go for the test that day, but something happened. My husband was like, I should just hold on. I should hold on. I said, what kind of hold on? 2 months and 3 weeks and still nothing, and you're telling me to hold on. It doesn't seem proper to me. I think that I am completely down, and it seems this PCOS is getting worse. Let me address it right now. So I wanted that after doing the test to confirm something, then I will go to my doctor. That was my plan. So after thinking about what he said for some time, I said that okay, let me get my strip. I bought only one strip, one PT strip, the cheap one too. So I told my husband, this is the last one I'm going to do, okay? This is 2 months and 3 weeks, and nothing is going on. I am not doing again after this one. I will just go ahead and do my test to know where I am. So he agreed. The next morning, I didn't even remember that I have a test to do. I remember that very day. I did not remember. I woke up reluctantly and went and pee. I forgot. I'm always doing this with my early morning urine because that one is highly concentrated with the HCG and all that. But this particular one I forgot because seriously, I am tired. I am tired. I'm fed up with doing tests. There was a time when I was doing this test like mad, like crazy, doing it once. In fact, I nearly did tests in the afternoon, morning, afternoon, and night. I was like, "Are you okay?" Hmm. So 2 months and 3 weeks. That was the time I bought that particular strip. So when I noticed that I have already peed my early morning, yeah, I was like, no way. I'm still going to do this thing because I told my husband that this is the last one I'm going to do. So whatever happens, I'm going to do it today. So even if I have already brushed my mouth, I have drank water, I am still going to do it. So what I did was I still paid after hours, since I've drank water. I felt like, okay, let me go and pay. I pay and use that particular water urine sorry, that particular urine that is not living highly concentrated. So I wasn't even feeling it, okay. Even when I was doing it, there was no zeal in me. So I just bring out the strip, dipped in, and immediately I'm dipping it. My husband was around, okay. He was just at my back. I don't know, he wanted to pass, but when he saw that I am doing the test, he stopped by to check or to know. Now everybody is just like, so he stopped by to know what exactly is going to be the result. So when he stopped at my back, like he was standing at my back. So when I dipped it in, I didn't even pay attention. Before I look again, look at, I've not even bring out the strip from the urine, and it already have sharp 2 lines. Sharp, dark 2 lines that were just so dark. Jesus. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know that immediately I saw that particular thing. The immediately then it happened that he also noticed it. So when I brought it out, I dropped it. I said, this is not real. Okay, this is not possible. I said, okay, maybe it's because I did it with my late urine. Okay, I didn't do it properly. I didn't use the early morning urine, and I wasn't even watching. I wasn't even concentrating. So that's why. And remember, I bought only one. So I was like, okay, what I will do is the next day I'm going to buy another one. So, but still, my husband was like, that is the real result. Like, seriously, this man, you don't even understand. So the following day was the day I planned to go for scan. So I still did not change that plan. I went for scan, and the scan told me that nothing is there. I'm like, seriously, seriously, okay. You can imagine. I told my husband, he was like, go ahead and do the test. Go ahead and do the test. Repeat the test. You got a positive test. There's something there. I'm like, seriously, we've been getting negative tests for 2 months and they're getting to 3 months, and this only one positive one is the one you are believing in. He said yes. I said okay. I went and bought another test tube. Okay, so when I did it the next morning, my baby is here to worry me. So when I bought this particular one, I also bought only one because there is no zeal again. So I bought one. The early that morning, I remember I didn't sleep very well. I did not enjoy my sleep. Okay, all my mind was on that particular day because I was still thinking, pondering inside me, what exactly did I get? Was that particular result positive? Actually, I wasn't even sure of everything. I was just confused. Excuse me, Daddy. Uh-huh. So I didn't sleep very well. All my mind was on the next thing I'm going to do in the morning. So immediately I woke up very early. I went straight, paid, and then did this test. There was no proper light, so I collected my husband's phone. So immediately I dipped this particular strip. Before I could even bring it out, it has read 2 lines that showed 2 proper, sharper, deeper lines. I was like, seriously. I still did not believe it, okay? I did not believe it. To tell you the humble truth, I did not believe it. Okay, what I did was, okay, I waited. I said, no problem. Meanwhile, these things were happening. My tummy was a bit different. Yes, it was a bit different from what it used to be, okay? I felt this bloating. I felt different, okay? I had all the symptoms, okay? I had enough, in fact, more than the symptoms I used to have with other pregnancies. This one was bigger and huge, okay? But the test, the scan, everything I did, was still telling me negative. Okay, there was another thing that was just making me so mad. You have seen every other thing, but the test is telling you no. So I don't know what to believe. So I don't know what to believe. So that was another thing that made me to just I don't know. So when I got this particular second test positive, I was like, okay, in that case, let me go ahead and be buying strips. Oh, I entered into another journey, another level of buying strips. I bought about 5 again, and I did all of them came out. This one is that when you do morning, you do afternoon, you do night, you do night. I don't know if you have experienced this kind of a thing before. I was doing like crazy. Guy, you do the morning, in the afternoon I do again, the night I will do, next morning I will do. That was just how I was wasting my money. Because I was still doubting the results, okay? Because of all those things I have had before. I don't know if anyone has ever experienced this kind of a thing before. I don't know. One thing I thought that caused it is could be because I had my ovulation late. That's what I suspected that particular cycle. Yes, I suspected that my ovulation came out late because I wasn't even tracking, I wasn't even paying attention. Okay. Secondly, I was thinking that it's because of my PCOS. Okay, since the hormones, all of them are not balanced, your HCG might still be low, okay, for time trying to build up for you to see it in your PT strip. But what amazed me, or what triggered me, what surprised me, was the fact that even close the door. When I finish I will come. Thank you. So what surprised me was that even scam was still telling me the same thing. So when I was doing all these things like this, my husband was like, you need to calm down, okay? So he advised me that it's better I calm down and wait after a whole month that I should go back to scan again, and that at least that will give me rest of mind. But for him that he's sure, the one is sure, for him that he's very sure. So I waited for a month. After another good month, give me. After another good month, I went back to scan, and scan was like, you are 3 months plus pregnant. Jesus. Yes. And I was asking the guy, are you serious? Do you know the one that checked, that did scan of me, and he told me that I am not pregnant? He was still amazed. He was like, maybe something happened. I was like, something happened. I was so tired, but I was happy. Okay, at that time I became very sure that, yeah, your girl here is pregnant. Okay, I saw my baby. So my baby, and I was so happy. I was so relaxed, and that was when I started telling my relations and all that. Even my mom, when she called, close the door, I'm busy. So that was when I started calling my relations, telling them, see what's going on, because even them, they notice a difference in my system. But when they ask me, I'll be like, seriously, I'm okay, nothing is going on, okay, nothing of that sort is going on. But at this time, they were surprised. They were like, seriously. So I explained everything to them, and the joy and everything started. But initially, so that is it, and that's how we found out. And finally, I am grateful to God for everything. He knows why it happened that way and what exactly happened. But right now, my baby is good and okay. We don't have any issue. No issue at all. I really don't know exactly. I would also want to know if there's anyone that has experienced this kind of a thing before. Please let me know, because hey, to make me feel better. Thank you so much for being here, and see you guys in my next video.